Hey Alyssa, this is Brian from Leadhounds, and in this video, I'm going to show you three things that you can start doing to bring in more patients through your website. So, just real quick before we get started on this, I know you said that y'all are doing some rebranding on the site, and you might not be interested, but I just wanted to address that and say, we're not looking to step on any toes. We're happy to work with whichever designers you guys are working with to do your rebranding, even if they're building the site. What we want to do is make sure that that new website is showing up on Google searches. And that's what this video is about. So just wanted to put that out there. And yeah, let's get into it. So, what I'm going to show you today before I get to those three strategies I mentioned is, the goal of those strategies and how we're going to do what I just said, which is, getting to the top of Google searches. And that's going to center around something called buyer intent keywords. So those are basically words or phrases that people are going to search on Google when they want to pay for a service. So in the case of You Got Glow, right? You guys are in Vegas. Botox is, one of the most popular med spa services. So an example of a good buyer intent keyword would be Botox Las Vegas. So I went ahead and searched for that on Google, and we can take a look at the results. So we have the ads up top. I'm not going to focus on those. Then the maps, and then these are kind of the most important part of the search results. They're called the organic listings. And these are the websites that show up on Google without having to pay them anything, right? And they're going to get the vast majority of the website traffic when people search for stuff like this. So up at the top, we see some of your competitors in Las Vegas, right? LV Plastic Surgery, Chic La Vie, Med Spa. But I don't see You Got Glow here yet. So let's scroll down a little bit and see if we can find You Got Glow. Okay, so that's the end of the first page you see from those ads. And we'll go down one more page and see if we can find you guys. Okay, so there's the end of the second page, right? See those ads again. And I don't see You Got Glow Med Spa. So what that means is that all the people searching for Botox Las Vegas are going to be going to these websites at the top, right? Instead of yours. So then you might ask, well, do I even care about that, right? How many people are searching for this? So we can actually answer that question with this tool called Ahrefs that has a lot of search engine data. So right here you see that keyword Botox Las Vegas, and you can see that it gets 1,000 searches on Google every single month, right? And then if you go down this list, we have hundreds more for these related keywords, right? So that's literally thousands of people who are most likely in the Las Vegas area searching for Botox services every single month. And I'm using Botox as an example, but we could get a similar list like this for any of the services you provide. So let's look at the keywords that You Got Glow does show up for. So we'll just sort this to see what you come up at the top for. And right here, we're seeing that you do come up for a few decent keywords: medical spa, Henderson, on the first page for those. That's great. So the thing about these though is they don't have a lot of traffic, right? Remember, we saw 1,000 searches a month for Botox Las Vegas, and this one's only got 60, and that's your biggest one that you're on the first page for. If we scroll down a little further, right, nothing after those first 5 are on the first or second page of Google, right? You're on the probably third or fourth page, and nobody's really scrolling that far, I'll be honest with you. They're clicking on something that's on the first page. So let's look at one of your competitors and see how they compare. So this is Chic La Vie Med Spa, and we'll take a look at their keywords. And right away you can see that they are using a really targeted approach when it comes to these keywords, right? Med Spa Las Vegas, right? That's a lot of people searching, right? 600 a month. Then there's Botox Las Vegas, right? There's that one we talked about, 1,000 searches a month, and they're in the fifth spot, right? So look at all of these where they're on the first page, right? Vegas Med Spa, micro needling, cool sculpting. See, they have all these other services as well. So how can we compete with them and get in those top 5 spots for all these super valuable keywords? Well, that comes back to those 3 strategies that I mentioned at the start of the video. So the first of those is going to be the content on your website. And what Google actually wants to see is about 1,000 plus words of content on your website that uses those target keywords. So we can see your website here. I know you're rebranding, so this might look a little different, but we'll just check out your content as it is now, just to go through the example. So we can see you have a decent amount here. We'll keep scrolling down. And you probably have about 300-400 words of content. So that's a pretty good start. And let's see what Chic La Vie has. Okay, so we'll go down. You see they have a little more there. Some content there. They don't have too much either. Maybe they only have 400 or 500. So probably a little more than You Got Glow has. But still, they're not really setting a very high bar for content. So that's good news, actually. That means that they're not going to be too difficult to beat in terms of content. Okay, so let's move on to the second strategy, which is called backlinking. So a backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it tells Google that you are a credible business, because when they see other companies, other websites linking to your website, that gives them trust. Because if other people are talking about you, sending their own website visitors to your website, that means, you're more trustworthy, and Google is going to reward you for that by moving you up in those search results. So right here we see you have 3 backlinks. That's 3 other websites linking to you. So then if we look at Chic La Vie, we'll check out their backlinks, and we see that they have over 760, right? So they have way more backlinks. And that's probably going to explain why they're getting so much more traffic than you are. So what can we do about this? Well, we can actually go in and look at every single one of their backlinks, and we can get a link from each and every one of these websites. And what that's going to do is it's going to match the strategy that Chic La Vie is using to have such great success on Google. But we don't want to stop there, right? We want to go ahead and add another 100 backlinks to your website to make sure we're just blowing them out of the water. Okay, so one more strategy I want to mention is the Google Map Pack, right? So I'll just be brief on this. These top 3 links in the Google Map Pack are going to be really important to try to get you in there, because they get a lot of traffic as well. About 30% of the clicks from searches, actually. So that's going to be the third strategy, is to help you get in these top 3 spots to just take advantage of that extra traffic. All right, Alyssa, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope it was valuable to you. If it was, and you want to talk about next steps or pass it along to the owner of You Got Glow, I would be happy to talk to them as well. But yeah, just reach out by phone or email using the information here, and we'll set up a time to chat. All right, thank you.